Okay, now have you ever been with a player? Take you downtown where they treat me like the mayor. Take you to the crib where you take it upstairs.
What's upstairs?
Shit, I'ma show you later. Don't need a spatula, everything catered. Extra flavor. Go ahead, sprinkle some truffle on your mashed potatoes. I'm tryna love you. Is you gon' love me back? Y'all only get what you give. Ain't you heard of that? Look here, I don't ask for much. You know what I want. I just want what's fair. I'll bring that fire and desire, baby.
Yeah. You know what it is, man.
What up, though?
Hola. We ain't got no light tonight?
The light is for Ryan and Ryan alone.
Oh, dang.
Ryan.
I apologize, Ryan. I didn't know.
No, he been on the motherfucking camera.
Why are you so aggressive right now?
I feel like y'all came at me and I didn't like it.
I didn't do that, Ryan.
Wings,
That was,
Whiskey, and Sports back again. Full house in the building. Don and George on the ones and twos. Ryan Russell, Dr. Darryl Johnson, Christopher Terrington, Dye Smith.
Here.
I'm Ernest Drummond. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate your patronage. For those out there that know the show, you know how we like to spark this thing off, man. Go ahead, wherever you at, take a moment.
Small moment.
Grab yourself some libation.
The libels of libations.
Pour said libation in the one red cup.
The cup of your stuffed cups.
Raise one red cup in the air.
One red.
Boom. Areas
One time for the one time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh man, it's been a hectic week, man. I'm happy to see y'all, man. I thought the podcast was gonna end because y'all so disappointed with life right now.
I'm feeling good.
Man, haven't seen Don in month for Sundays.
Don has been out for a minute. Don been going for a minute.
George took 2 vacations.
You had to get out of the country.
Chris just said I ain't coming.
Well, that's just last week.
It's all right, man. How
I
y'all
did a
feeling?
week before.
How's everybody doing?
Great.
Has the pain subsided?
Sorry. Just enjoying football, just stress free and regular right now.
It's probably a lot more stress free than what I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
How was your weekend, Chris?
Pretty damn good.
What you get into, man? You partake in any sports watching of any sorts?
I did. Watched a good who played?
Dead air, man. Dead air is not good.
I played Baltimore. I watched Baltimore. Baltimore played well this weekend. Detroit.
Yeah.
2 games I like.
Yeah.
Kansas City played good.
Yeah.
Let's start
San
this.
Fran, sweet one out.
Hey, man.
Hey, sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, as long as you win them.
Yeah.
Win by 30, win by 1.
Let's start.
Let's by an inch or by a mile.
That's
A
it.
win is a win.
True.
That's a coachism right there.
Yeah,
should know
Dominic Toretto.
It's true.
Let's start here. Since y'all currently experience some pain in your sporting lives, let's talk about. I want to get everybody's take on like your worst moment as a avid sports fan. It don't have to be football. It could be basketball, hockey, as Chris likes to say. He actually watches. You know what I'm saying?
We let go of hockey.
We let go of hockey.
Yeah.
Mine is New York Knicks versus Indiana.
Reggie Miller?
No. Pat Ewing.
Mr. Layup?
Mr. Waterman, we should have dunked. I mean, I guess Indiana. It was against Miami.
Miami, yeah.
Killed me. Somebody killed me because
He's hurt.
Oh my, yo!
How long did it take you to recover?
I was hurt for like a couple years. Like,
did you write
he
Pat
made the
Ewing
right-
home after that?
Oh man, Pat Ewing is terrible after that. I hate him.
He was dead to you.
Like, I'm talking about
Never want to see him again.
turn 2 steps, finger roll. All you do is turn it over, dunk the ball in.
Too big to be
Turn it over.
No, sir.
His hand was at the rim. Turn the ball over. Dunk it. Game is over.
Yeah.
Miss the finger roll, cuz. Oh, I was sick.
What's too big to be You too big to be finger rolling. What height?
6'8", 6'6".
At 6'6", you too big to be finger rolling.
Absolutely.
You got to throw that down.
Turn around and dunk it. Like,
Especially when your arms is gargantuan. Like that's an easy. Like that's
you
a
got
half a jump.
7'8" wingspan.
Yeah, that's a half a
Your
jump.
fingertips is at the it's on the rim.
Mm.
It's on. It was his fingertips. And he let the ball go and he rolled around.
Yeah,
Ryan, when did you experience the most pain
Damn,
as an avid sporting fan?
sad is thinking about it.
Yeah, and just joint
blown
depressing.
call,
And then just-
Des called
Des
it.
caught it.
Des called it.
Des caught it.
Des called it. I remember being at your crib snapping. My life was in shambles. We
That's
had
one of
that
them
game.
joints-
in
that
the
joint
bag.
hurt. That joint hurt too.
Had that joint in the
walk
bag.
out, like-
Yeah, just go home. Ball game.
No, watch no more.
And then watching that the ridiculous, this stupid ass catch on the side.
Yeah.
Hurt my heart, dog.
Yeah, that
Hurt my heart.
That was bad.
That hurt my heart.
Yeah. Dang. This joint emotional just talking about it.
Damn. I can see the pain in your face. I
Yeah.
can see it in your
Tony Romo fumbled the field goal.
fumble the field goal. He did do that.
John was right. Like if he makes it, the game's over.
Ball
his
game.
hands.
And it's
Ball game.
he just gotta. And the thing is, like
What round was
before
that?
he was a quarterback, he was a field goal holder. That's all he
Was
did.
it divisional.
Jobs.
It was division.
Wow,
No, it was a
I thought it was
division. It was a division. Yes, it was.
division.
It was a division. Yes,
It was divisional.
because the Seahawks in the winning Super Bowl that year, I think. Did they? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, we had a chance to knock out, and he just couldn't hold on. And then the thing is, even when he got it, I was like, oh, he might get the first down because he was making it. It's like you want like hurdle, like do something athletic to just
Be a football player. Can do it.
Hurt.
like I feel like that play retired
Did you
Bill.
watch the
I feel like that play
you watch the rest
retired
of the
Bill
playoffs that year?
Parcells. Nah.
You cut
I
it
think I was done with Tony. I was done with everybody. I was more pissed because they forced. I feel like that play said Bill Parcells like I'm not coaching y'all no more. I feel like that ninja was like I'm done with y'all. Like he's like yo y'all wasn't.
This is dumb.
Like yeah, he's
This
like yo
is
I'm done
dumb.
with y'all. Like I gave you, I put you in position to win. Y'all couldn't hold a field goal snap. I feel like it just hurt my heart, bro. Like yo y'all just freaking.
The shit that be
killed
the shit that's like the most basic football shit or
Just
basic
hold-
sports shit.
Right.
Yo,
That
just
just-
hold
it'd be
the
like- it'd be
field
like,
goal, bro.
Yo,
Fundamentals.
100 times out of 100
You've been
times you
doing
do
it
that shit
your
right
whole
there.
life.
Like you do this all day, every day.
That's it.
Like the easiest shit. Like you ain't gotta read the defense. All you gotta do is catch the fucking snap. All you gotta do is
not like he was at the 40. Ain't like he was at the 35.
5.
He was at like the 5
He's at the
yard line, bro. Oh my gosh, yo, yeah, that joint hurts my heart every time I think about it.
So for
No,
me,
we got or go ahead.
wait, what you about to say?
I said we had one in the comments.
Oh, so who they got?
Smooth said UNC blowing that big ass lead to Kansas in the finals.
Ooh,
That's a
Yeah,
good
that
one.
was.
That joint,
that was
yeah.
tough.
That's a good one.
That was
That's
tough.
a good one. That's a dagger.
You know what it was? That's like getting sick though. Like you like it's like painfully dying and
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah.
Watching
And
it.
it hurts
Just
more
slowly
when it's
trickling
a-
away.
Yeah, it's
You
like-
just watch that shit go up, and you're like, "What's happening?"
You like they gonna get it together.
yeah, right.
They gonna get it together.
The gap
They
is
never
getting
got it
smaller.
They
back.
never got it
Never
together.
got it
They
together.
never got it
That
together.
shit hurt.
For me, 49ers up 4 NFC Championship game playing the New York Giants. Up 4, forced the punt. Kyle Williams take the punt, fumble, 5-yard line. You punched it in. Won the Super Bowl that year. Tough.
Yeah.
Tough. I think I cried. I think I sat outside. We had an apartment. We had an apartment. I think I sat outside. You know how you just sat on the floor. Like,
Don't talk.
I didn't
Don't talk.
I couldn't face it, man.
No, yeah, it's
Hurt. Nah, where you at, man? Your lowest sports moment.
Lowest sports moment would have to be Jalen Hurts fumbling in the Super Bowl.
Recently.
I'll give you that. That's fair. Super Bowl time.
But that was so early. I think y'all had the lead after that, though.
Y'all
Right?
did have the lead after that. Y'all did have the lead
Y'all
after
came back from
Yeah,
that.
that.
Y'all came back from that.
It was a punch in the
It
gut.
was a punch in the gut.
It was the first time in that game.
momentum changed.
The thought entered my head that we may not win this game.
No, momentum changed. That's all. They weren't doing anything. They didn't score.
George, where you at? Where you at, man?
Football.
No,
Anything you want.
You want to say something boxing?
You already know.
Yeah.
2 for 1.
You saw say Roy.
Oh, I got
How you
one
gonna say
too.
Roy? Is it Roy?
Roy's my.
That you almost made. That you almost made me go up like,
That's
dang,
my
not
guy.
Roy, not
Roy was
Roy.
the kid.
Oh, not Roy.
Daryl House.
Roy
Yeah,
was
you
the
was
kid.
at my house. We seen this joint.
Never forget this.
Yeah, bro.
Roy was the one.
Well, first, I'm gonna go backwards. I was 8 years old. Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas.
That's a hurt piece too.
I'm
Nobody expected that
crying.
bull crap. Yeah, we was
I
hurt.
really remember crying.
You know why? He's out partying with Bobby Brown.
Yeah, he was wild. He was
So
wild.
you party with Bobby, you gonna fuck around and lose.
But as an adult, being at Daryl crib, it was a bunch of brothers over there,
Yeah.
ordered the fight, and Tarver said, "Any excuses tonight, Roy?"
Yeah.
And I knew
Yeah.
from that.
Like an epic line. Epic line.
I remember you called it though. You called it.
I knew it.
You called it as soon as the boss said, "Yo, you got any more excuses, Roy?"
That
You was
it.
just like, "Yo, he gonna knock him out." I'm looking at you, but I remember arguing with you like, "Nigga, you tripping? He not knocking this
The reason
bitch out."
why that one I can see that because Roy, I think Roy was dominating that fight for the most part.
He dominated the first fight, and he was boxing pretty good. But then
The first fight is when he got knocked out.
no, second fight.
The second fight,
Second fight.
Roy beat him the first time.
Yeah.
He got knocked out in the second one, and to me, Roy should have won the third one because he was out boxing Tarver.
At that point, it don't even matter.
Yeah,
though.
But yeah, it didn't matter at that point.
Career
Yeah.
basically over.
yeah. Like, but when I seen Roy Jones like this, when
Yeah,
his
that-
whole lip was over on this, I'm like, dang, he
Yeah.
knocked your,
That
he
ended
knocked
his
your,
career.
he knocked your brain frame out. Like he's tripping.
Ryan, I had to be a whole thug and act like I didn't want to cry.
Yeah.
Kept me inside. I got up. I was like, all right,
Not Roy, dog.
I didn't
Yeah.
say nothing. I just got up. And
Hold on,
left.
what was his bar? Y'all must have forgot. Y'all remember? The rap?
His raps on.
Oh shoot, yeah, Roy's that guy.
Okay, Arnie got one.
Arnold Teller said Ben Simmons passing out of a dunk over Trey Young.
With Trey Young. First of all,
I wasn't hurt. That made me pissed. That's a different type of. I wasn't upset. I wasn't hurt.
The most angry you've ever
Yeah,
been?
that might have been the most angry I'd have been. I'd ready to punch. I wish if I'd have seen him in his, I'd have punched him like, "Yo, bro, you really?" I was like, "Yo, you really?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
the
the
fuck
crazy
is
part
wrong
about
with
this
you,
story,
dog?"
we're in DR, and there's a bunch of from Atlanta down there, and we talking heavy. Ended up losing. You know what I'm saying all you get was saving grace. He was saying you had an all inclusive, so we
We wasn't trying to mess that up.
I remember, so we watching it with them, and we're all watching it, and like obviously everybody's watching the same play at the same time, but it was silent for a minute, like, and then like no one, they didn't cheer, we didn't get upset for a second until it seemed like it all clicked at the same time. I was like, what the fuck? And they was like, oh shit, and we were just sitting there like.
Probably one of the coolest moments.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
like,
"Oh
I'm
yeah,
with
nigga, that
Daryl.
pissed me off, bro."
It did hurt, but at the same time, you were just mad because at that point in time, I think we were all kind of. Well, I was. Y'all know I had.
No, but I
Some people all
did.
I was the
But that's
no, I
when he
was
started
not me.
back, though.
Some people were scaling up.
I was
That's
scaling.
because he started to like.
I was scaling up on Ben.
Some people were scaling
I
up.
was like, yo, I was actually defending Ben. Like, yo, get this man time. Like, he just need to. I was trying to defend Ben, bro. And
he
that.
was like started to like turn the corner like a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
And then we were like, all right,
After that, I'm
Get him
like,
out.
yo,
That
man,
was it.
get him out.
done with
Get
this
him out of
nigga,
here.
bro.
Roy Jones getting knocked out. It was over.
Get him out of here.
It's over, man.
No one wants to see that
Horrible,
nigga ever
bro.
again.
Let me ask you this: what is would you rather? So, and I'm saying I experienced this last weekend, right? Watching your team, whether it be basketball, football, hockey, boxing. You know what I'm saying? You like soccer now? Who your squad?
Pretty cool. I don't know.
Manchester.
Man, you, Philly, you. Would you rather experience like your team blow a team out, or would you rather have like a thrilling game that you win by inch?
No.
You talking about if we on the losing side or the winning side?
Let's say you're on the winning side of a bull,
I want to blow.
or the losing side of a bull. You either get blown out,
That's two different things.
or you lose it.
If it's the losing side, I want to get blown out. I want to get blown out because I can't. Top pause. Dang, on.
Isolate that audio. Isolate that shit.
That was bad too. I said it three. I said that joke like 3 times.
I want to get blown.
Yo, I said that like 3 times. So that's why. I was
Yeah,
like,
that was hard.
my
too.
apologies. Yeah, my apologies. No, it needs to be like a shutout. Like I'd rather get shut out than like be at the very end, because like
Holding on that
it's one of them
all
Tony
the
Romo moments, bro.
time.
Like it hurts so much because like the potential to win is right there. So like your heart is in it, like you invested in it so much, and then like all of a sudden it just cuts out on you. Where if it's a shutout, then it's like, all right, whatever. Like it is what it
It
is.
hurts, but like there was nothing.
Like
there was nothing
honestly,
to change that shit.
like honestly,
we just the Green Bay put 48 points on us. Like it wasn't no coming back from that. Like
it'd have been
just is
10
what it
times
was.
worse. See, it's like honestly, believe it or not, getting shut out by a 7 seed the way we did this year, while it pissed me off and it hurt, is not as bad as like being to get 35-35 and then like kick a field like that joint would have hurt, bro.
And they got the ball for the
That
last
joint
year.
would that
Yeah,
joint
like,
would
hold on to that shit,
have,
running
bro.
that-
That joint would have
Look
hurt.
at the last first
We
down.
you looking at the fucking
3 seconds
2-minute
and
warning. Like
field
where's
goal,
the 2-minute warning? That
Because you know why it would have hurt? You know what it would hurt? Because then you would have been thinking about, dang, if they'd have just made this third down, if they wouldn't, then you start thinking about all the small stuff that happened that led up to the moment. Then it's like if it's a shutout, you're not even worried about all the little stuff that happened in between. So like I'd rather it be like a not even a close game.
Chris, let me ask you: if your team wins, would you want to see the blowout, or
Blowout.
you want that thing to come down to crunches
Nope.
and you know what I'm saying? You kick the
I
game
don't
with
want
it.
the stress.
Yeah, that's
Blow them out.
That's true.
Blow them out. That's stress, boy. Listen, we
Yeah, I don't
know
want
you're an
to-
Eagles fan. You've been stressed the last couple
I
years.
agree. Don't nobody want to be stressed
I
with
don't want to
that.
be
Put your
stressed
foot
out.
on the gas
What's
and
going on?
just
Blow
go.
them out, and then we know it's good.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair enough. Chris, you want to catch us up on some hoops, man? Hoop balling. Let's get us
Hold
up to
up.
speed, Chris.
I think it's ironic. No, I just think it's ironic that like if it was a shutout or a blowout, right? Whether you winning or losing, we would rather have it that way, but we would rather watch games where it's a competitive back and forth. Ain't that that's bad ironic? But yeah,
I just don't want
like
to
if you watching somebody
Yeah,
else.
like, don't let it be my team.
yeah.
Because
Like,
if
I
you
don't
But
wanna
like you
watch
wouldn't
Buffalo,
watch like
destroy.
Yeah.
Kansas City or like I don't
like how many of y'all finished watching Baltimore and Houston? Anybody watch that whole joint?
I actually did.
After I seen
after I
seen, I'm like, yeah, Lamar, they can't stop Lamar. Just freaking keep going. But like, yeah, but games like y'all game, that was a good game. I'm like, yo, they really gonna let this 7 seed do what they did to like? Ain't no way they gonna do it. It's one thing to do it to us. You gonna let them do it to y'all? Like, I was actually like, yo, y'all really gonna let them?
Family was interested in that game.
I'm like, y'all really gonna let this happen? I was like, yo, if they let this happen, like, I know I was upset. I knew he was gonna be hurt if they let that happen.
I've been sick a little bit.
Something was getting broken.
Yo, somebody text that too.
I'd have showed up though, Don.
I showed up.
You know what I'm saying? I would have showed up. I would have showed up, Don. You know what I'm saying?
You would have had to.
I was about to say it.
You came downstairs when they showed up.
Facts.
Yo, can you imagine if they had a lost and Irv came down here and did the show in his bathroom?
No, I said this. How about this? We're down here doing the show. Er's upstairs, not talking to no. He in the chat. He in the fucking comments.
Yo, I'm telling you,
Yo,
if they lose and he don't answer the door, we're doing the show from his driveway.
yeah, absolutely.
Listen, man, and listen.
Right out of the bed.
What if we win though? You gonna come do it from driveway then?
Listen, if we win, we gonna all have to. It's gonna be a painful, bro. It's painful to be down here right now.
It should be.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm actually still like,
Yo, I had to talk to my homie Jerv all the way here. Like, yo, nigga,
Yeah, why are you talking to him?
Mr. Show Up.
Mr. Check Rock himself.
Yo.
Mr. Check Rock.
I can't wait for the Niners to lose.
Why?
No, it don't even look like they
Bro.
can right now. They out here
No,
doing
no,
wild
Green Bay,
shit.
no, Green Bay, Green Bay did they?
look like it.
No,
Green Bay put some tape on them.
Yeah, they
Don't
did.
let them lose.
I don't think they put
It's
two.
Baltimore like they.
Yeah,
Baltimore
Baltimore
like
like
they
a problem, but
This
San
is
Francisco,
surprising to me on Baltimore.
San
I ain't
Francisco
gonna lie.
looks like
I'm surprised.
they could be dealt
Because
with.
like I know that they
But
got
Daryl,
really good or
that's
they
what
got
hurts so
Lamar,
much.
they got good
What?
offense, but,
Is
like,
they look
I'm
like
surprised.
a winner. They look like they can win.
Oh, the 49ers?
Niners.
I
feel
I'm just pissed.
Bro.
I'm just pissed the Cowboys.
as happy
That
as
sucks.
happy as he would be if they win. That's how hurt I'll be
If they win,
if they win. I'll be hurt.
I ain't gonna hold you. I only want to see Detroit win it because they ain't win it. 'Cause they ain't,
I,
like honestly, like I feel like Detroit got a shot, and I hope
Back
they
to
get.
our
I hope they get it.
I don't want Detroit to win because I don't think it'll be competitive. I don't want to see
Detroit play Baltimore.
Play Baltimore.
Why don't you think it'll be competitive?
You tell you the truth, I want to
'Cause that-
see.
I
I
don't
want to see
think that-
Patrick. I want to see Patrick win another one. I
That's
like
not out the realm of possibility.
I like
But
Patrick because
Yeah.
I like
Playoff
he
Pat.
was the best.
Playoff Pat. We got told you playoff
Let's
Pat.
go there. Let's
different.
go there. Let's talk about Pat. Let's talk
He's
about
freaking different in the
Kansas
playoffs,
City.
bro.
Kansas
They
City.
look like shit the last
Yo,
2
he
games of regular
flies
What
season.
is playoff Pat?
Kansas
Like,
City versus Buffalo. Now,
Bro.
here's the crazy thing.
and it was away. They used to say it was maybe it was
the
his
best player in
home.
that field, in my opinion.
Who?
I know people gonna give Patrick Mahomes all the love, but they won that game on the strength of their running game.
Yeah, I mean, they
Isaiah
took what they
Pacheco.
was giving
You know
them,
what I'm saying?
and they
That's
they
true.
ran with it. Like
Yeah, he does run
We-
violent as
Pat
crap.
did have
Like,
2 touchdowns.
And I'm not saying he
and
played
was
well.
making
but
making plays
if
with
you said-
legs and
If you say who's the best
extended
player,
plays.
offensive player, I say Pacheco. In my opinion.
I think Pat was. I think playoff Pat. Like when game, but like this, when
Yeah.
it's clutch situations on third down, it
Yeah.
wasn't Pacheco getting the rock. Like it was Pat Mahomes making plays
what you
To
need to
Kelsey.
to,
do what you need to do.
whether it was Kelsey or this new ninja Rice, whoever this
Yeah,
boy
right,
is.
young boy.
Yeah.
Rookie. You're rookie.
Yeah, yo, just turn it up though. Like,
Yeah.
like yo, playoff Pat different, man. I think that like
I think
he's
that, like,
he's a problem.
and in these situations, he makes people better. Like he's certainly like turning them up and making sure
He's a
that,
force multiplier.
and
And-
for
And the,
sure.
crazy thing is that this is the only. It's always been driven by their offense. It's their defense that's good this
Defense
year.
legit.
So if Pat just played a little bit good,
Mhm.
that
we're
defense
good.
could carry
Yeah,
a
we're
little bit.
fine.
So
We'll be all right. We'll find a way.
that's what's gonna make this Baltimore and Kansas City game
And I mean,
scary.
Buffalo, you know what they did wrong.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk.
You already know
What,
what they
what
did
about
wrong.
what they do wrong? Elaborate.
They put
That
too much.
play they
I think
had,
I think
that
they
fake
put.
field goal or the fake punt
Big punt.
to you know who to motherfucking Pinocchio. I'm a real boy. Fucking put me back together again.
Cardiac
Yeah, like what in the world was your
It was
thought process?
overthinking from the coaching standpoint.
Definitely.
Definitely a goofy
Definitely.
move. We talked about a little bit earlier. How y'all feel about Josh Allen? Like, at what point does Josh Allen get some smoke? Like,
Yeah.
or does he deserve smoke?
He should get smoke.
I'm saying, does he deserve smoke based on his performance?
Absolutely,
You say yes.
absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely.
I don't know.
Yes, he does. Let me say something. If they first of all, they put the ball in his hands for every play. Like it's his game to win. The only person who can beat Josh Allen is Josh Allen. Me personally, I think he's as much as I don't like the ball, he's that
Well, if
talented,
I'm a
right?
quarterback, put the ball in your hands, you drop it. Ain't nothing I can do about that.
But so those drops were pivotal. But like there were a lot of plays that he could have made that he didn't make.
Yeah.
He also
Okay.
made a
Made-
lot of plays that he didn't have to make.
But I think it's like if I
so
miss
the
a
scrambling-
if I miss an open
them
if I
scrambling plays-
miss an open receiver
Mhm.
and then I pass it up and I give it to maybe a more contested catch, but I put that shit on the money,
On your hands.
catch the fucking ball.
So there was two.
This
So there
is-
was two.
this
No,
is
no, no,
your
no.
job.
No, there was.
That's
Two,
I wanna
hear what he did
there was
wrong.
Two plays. So two plays that was deep balls that got dropped. I acknowledge that, and he put them Jones on the money. You
That's what I'm
definitely put them Jones on the money. But at the end of the day, I just feel like there were a couple plays where Cass was open and he tried to run. There was plays where Cass were available.
6'4".
Understand that. And he just ran 50 and he ran a 50-yard touchdown. He scored. So like he understands.
ahead.
So he understands he has a gift, but I think Josh Allen's issue is that he think he can do it by himself. And there's times where he can and there's times where he can't. He just got to know the
Darryl,
balance. He got to know the balance of
can
when
I-
to do something.
So in those times where you just said he thinks that he can't, if you hit two wide open receivers with dimes and they drop the
And
ball,
your best
don't you
receiver,
start to
get
get
this
that
shit
sense of feeling? I need to do it on my own.
I'm doing this for my best
See, here's
receiver. One of the best in the
the thing.
league.
Here's the
So-
thing.
so
No, I don't.
Mamba mentality.
I don't
my
agree.
time.
So no,
Turn up.
so there's one player that is a super elite that he didn't throw to that much. His rookie tight end Dalton Kincaid
Okay.
only got like 3 touches the whole game. Like my thing is like
Is that the play calling? Because
that's part of
I don't
it.
think that they were.
But he
because
was
a lot of
open.
their
But there was
plays
plays that he was open. There's plays that he was clearly open. But like I don't know if it's the thing with him and Diggs where Diggs is like, yo, you gotta throw me the ball. But like
Well, we
There's-
all know there's hot routes, right?
right.
So if there's a play with a hot route, you're looking at that hot route first. and everything else is a read. So if you don't get to that read, if the tight end is his third read, and on the second read he decides to run,
I think Josh Allen sometimes thinks every play got to be a big play, and he'll pass up some
Facts.
He got a black quarterback mentality.
facts.
Yes.
I mean, everything.
He was like,
Yes.
Like that last
when you
drive.
get to the playoffs.
That last drive, you
got all this pressure because quarterbacks carry all the pressure.
But I'm saying that you move the
So he
chain.
feel like it's on his shoulders.
That's it.
Like
Move
you
the
got,
chains.
so you
Move the chains.
got first and 10. What was that? 25.
Yes.
Like that? And all three of your throws go into the end zone. Like
You got to turn like touchdowns
Like-
was turning into field goals.
that's like
What does that feel like to you?
that means it means he wanted instead of me getting my and what happens they miss a field goal, right? I could let's say even if I don't score and I move us up 10 more yards,
So you
some
and I
more
say the
makeable
same
field
thing.
goal.
He felt like it was all on him.
He made it like that though.
That's just on him though.
He made it like that's what I'm saying. He
To
made it
make
like
the
that.
right read is not always to make the big play, and to him, I feel like it is.
But okay, so that's more mental. But his quarterback, his physical quarterback attributes was on point.
His talent is never not. His talent is always going to be present.
But
Wow.
it came
Titans
out.
just got a new head coach.
Who they are?
Brian Callahan, offensive coordinator for the Bengals, is now the new head coach for the Tennessee
They
Titans.
give anybody jobs. They give anybody jobs.
And
I wonder if this affects.
They come
I
get
wonder
these
if this
niggas off the
affects
Eagles.
Burrow though. I wonder if this affects Burrow.
Burrow need to paper mache his body back together before he fucking worry about.
Yo, but I'm just. I think it's interesting.
get some super.
I want to see what's
The
going on.
Panthers just hired Danny. Y'all remember that linebacker Danny Morgan? Yo, he's the new GM. They made this ninja a GM over the Panthers.
Some teams just don't care.
Clearly, like, what are we doing?
Don't care. It's more about nepotism.
Yo, you could go get
You
one
making
of these
random players
financial
and GMs?
wizards out of one of these MIT or Yale or something.
I thought,
There's somebody out here that's playing
did y'all think Lynch was
GM
gonna
in
be a
their
good
dorm room
GM?
that's really
I ain't
good.
think Lynch was gonna be a good GM, but he's been a hell of a
I mean, well,
Who
so
you
you
say?
when you look at Lynch's background, he interned under John Elway before he went into the booth, so he had GM experience. He was a former player,
I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
but he
And
had.
he probably always been good with money.
But it's
like let's not.
It's not. Lynch don't really
People
have
have
to do.
other
It's not.
talents than just playing football.
He do. But my thing is, when he was hired, did you think he'd be a good GM?
I did.
You
I
did?
just. I think he was.
I just thought he
So
was
I
attractive.
always.
Hold
Even
on,
as a.
hold on.
So
Hold
even
on,
as a.
fellas, hold on.
Even
We
as
got a comment by ex host. The NFL wants the
Freaking
Lions in the
Rob.
Super Bowl so they can say it's rigged.
Rob is saying that because
Yeah,
he's
Rob
praying
is-
we don't make the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Rob is
whatever.
mad because he spewed for 3 weeks. Don't nobody want to see the fucking same old sorry ass Rams, and they went up there and got their ass
Hey
kicked.
Rob, you can still pull up and drink with your boys, yo.
Yeah, you can't be on the show though. You can.
I was about to say something.
No, I mean,
Oh, Lynch. So Lynch is. I've always seen Lynch as a cerebral player, though. Like he graduated. He went to Stanford. I think he went to Stanford, right?
Yeah.
So like the boy always
So
been
did
like
John
a
Ritchie.
smart dude. Like he always been like a cerebral person. Like
Johnson, Rob,
No, no.
God damn, I fucking he threw out
What'd I
John
say?
Ritchie like that. Invalidated.
You said
everything
John
you said.
Ritchie?
I don't even know why. I don't even know why that came up.
You said
I'm
John
so
Lynch went to
confused.
Stanford. He said so did John Ritchie. Like that was the invalidation. Like his
I'm so
name.
confused.
I'm so yeah, I don't get that.
What? It's relevant.
It's not relevant.
It's
not
relevant because he was an Eagle, and you just felt that you wanted to say that.
He
Name.
was an Eagle?
No, but John Lynch
Oh,
definitely.
man.
I can see John Lynch being a GM, but like Danny Morgan, he went to
I
Miami.
mean, but who
He went to
knows?
Miami, right? He's
Who
from Miami.
knows? It could be one of them things. Like
Yeah.
there's times when people get hired and they come out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, true. They may be
You know
in
what I'm
the
saying?
background doing stuff. But
It's
I ain't
possible.
think John Lynch was big.
So let me ask y'all this. Who is a good GM? Like who's the best GM this year?
I think it's hard. I think this.
I like-
I think
I
you're
like
either good or
the,
you're great.
So I'll go. I like the. I mean, San Francisco obviously has a great GM. I think that the Browns actually have a good GM. To be honest with you, I like the Browns GM. Who else?
It's really like It was nothing crazy. Like,
I mean, Howie's hot and cold. I ain't gonna hold you. He's not like a consistent.
But most GMs have
they're not. He's
blind
not like
spots.
yeah, like they want to hit or miss. Like
Some GMs
yeah.
are great at scouting players.
Rob
Some
said
GMs
Les Snead.
Les Snead did a hell of a job.
He's not
this
that
year.
bad. No,
I ain't gonna hold you.
Les Snead's
They
not
got a
that bad.
bunch of young rookies that did the goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Did they have a GM of the Year award?
Yeah. John Williams won it last year.
Who
Yeah.
won the year before that?
they got some all.
Holly Roseman, I think. Holly Roseman won it last year.
That's-
I'm not 100% sure on that.
I'm not sure.
I know he won it 1 year.
Um,
Man, if he had a producer that could research it.
but Nas.
This is that short time.
Aren't you the producer?
You're not supposed to be singing and dancing in the video either, my motherfucking thing. You all up in the video and shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck you
Yeah, I mean, come to death
If you
row.
don't get your
dude.
movie, if you don't get your Twitter fingers
Real
working,
quick,
and find some
let's close out the Josh Allen. Topic. Is Buffalo Super Bowl window, as they like to say, is it still open, or is it just like, is he just one of the players that you probably never gonna get over the hump?
I think it's still
like,
open.
Got a Jim Kelly curse.
He might have I'm saying in terms of like you talking about a high paid player now,
Brandon B
right?
won it last year.
a high paid player now who. You know what I'm saying? His salary is going to impact the team going forward. You got Stephon Diggs, who I think might be out on his way out.
Yeah,
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's on his way out.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think
I think he likes playing with Josh Allen.
he's
Been like kind of
he's actually getting in the way. He's getting in the way.
You got a head coach who some will say needs to be
No,
ousted.
he's not going nowhere.
I'm not saying he will be. I'm saying, but some people will say
I don't think he's the problem though.
Yeah.
somebody the fake punt. He was the problem.
So he's responsible for that. But like out of the whole season, he's not the problem.
So I'm saying going forward, how
I
much
think-
faith? What's your belief that they can retool and get over the hump?
And
Or is it- or is it-
that's a good
or
point
is it-
that Rob just made right there. Like, it's Mahomes. Like, they got to get through him every time. They got to get through Kansas City.
Everything was in their favor, right? They had him at home. First time you had Patty Mahomes on the road.
It's true.
He ain't got no wide receivers. Kansas City had their worst
There was
season
a
of all
time to
time.
do it.
This
It
would
was
have
the
been
time
this
to
year.
do it.
You're
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
You're right. But
It
still,
was the time to do it.
you
Yeah.
had to go against Pat Mahomes.
So I go to playoff Pat.
Yeah. Like,
So I go to. It's just like Tom.
Yeah.
They got a bad game.
Dang.
It's still playoff time.
Yeah.
It's still Tom Brady.
As soon as he laced them Jones up, he's like, "This is a whole different ball game." And like, it's
any
weird that it's
given
working.
Sunday.
Yeah, like it's weird that it's working this way.
Go on.
It is what it is.
What is
I don't
Buffalo?
know. Like, I don't know.
Buffalo?
What do they got to do? If you the GM, how do you retool this thing?
I'm gonna get a run game. I mean, James Cook showed you like the games where James Cook had a good game. That was the game they started coming back and just destroying everybody. That tail end of the season is because you didn't know like they could run or pass. And the thing is now, if you can run pass and your quarterback can run, you turn into Baltimore. So like I think that like if you get a strong running game, you fix that, you tool up the offensive coordinator position. I don't know what's going on there. Because like some of them play calls, again, I think you're putting too much on Josh Allen. And I think obviously you got to retool.
Fitty.
You got to retool on the receiver position. What Rob talking about? The freaking Rob. What Rob
Give
say?
Bills Belichick in the Super Bowl with the current team
No.
right now.
See, this is my thing. Yo, I was thinking about this, and like,
That would be a good spot for Bill.
no,
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
in Baltimore.
Yeah,
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
No,
Hey, maybe
And
I'm in the
Buffalo?
minority on this. I
I'm
don't
in.
think Bill Belichick going to any team is going to make that team.
I was about to say the same. I was about to say the same thing. I don't see how y'all think. I don't think he.
Yes.
No, I don't think he's retiring.
I think he
But
should,
I don't
yes.
think that he's as good
Go
as
on
people
top.
think he
I
is.
think he's as good as
Or
people
go
think he
out
is
with
as a
legacy.
defensive coordinator.
I think
I don't.
So if you
I
go
don't-
to a team that's already established offensively,
Absolutely. That's what his defense.
you know what I'm saying?
So I don't think he's going to be. He could be a great defensive coordinator, but one thing I know for sure, that man is not good at hiring coordinators. He had a defensive coordinator coaching the offense. He's had
For sure.
horrible. He's been horrible bringing in coordinators. He's not a good judge of talent from the coordinator
Belichick
position.
tree is ass.
It is.
Ass.
So like him going to a new team is not, to me. He's going to hire. He's going to bring back all the other boys. Now Bill O'Brien just got something, right? Where Bill O'Brien at now? Where Bill O'Brien at?
Oh,
Bill
he,
O'Brien is at a college team. It's not Ohio. Where is it? It's not Ohio. Where's he
Is
at?
it Ohio State?
I thought it was Cincinnati.
Whatever.
Yeah, one of them Jones. But
think about bringing back.
I think it might be Ohio
I
State.
think it is Ohio State.
We got to ask you about. I'm curious how you feel
They
about
did.
that.
We definitely hired. I think
it's Bill O'Brien. How you feel about Bill O'Brien going to Ohio State?
you gotta do something. Listen, you gotta do something, man.
I'm
You
not.
can't just
I'm
leave
not.
the
But are
position.
you a fan of Bill O'Brien though?
I think he's a good coach for college. I mean, he's still Bill O'Brien. Wherever he went, made the team better. I don't think he was a detriment. I don't
You think he can get you over Michigan?
That's the question. That's the question. We're gonna find out.
If Harbaugh leaves,
I mean, if Harbaugh leave, you got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Harbaugh leave, you got shot.
Let's jump to Baltimore and the Texicans.
man, CJ, they listen. Texas have a future.
Yeah,
Like,
and they all young.
that's the thing. They all babies.
Yeah, they all young.
Offense, defense, whole team.
So-
And the coaches.
So this is where we get into trouble though, because like rookies have a good year, but like what people don't realize is that now you got a whole off season to study these cats. Like all they did was just put out tape. So like the same thing. I remember Cass was saying the same thing about Dak his rookie year, because nobody could stop Zeke and Dak that rookie year. Nobody can stop Dak and Zeke the rookie year. So they're like, oh yeah, we a young team. We gonna dominate. We gonna do this. That next year, I mean, we won games, but the cats knew what we was doing. Like it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same thing. So like, I'll be curious to see how he respond now that cats know his tendencies and all like that. To me, year 2 is when you find out whether somebody like legit.
You really don't get guts in year 3.
Facts. So I agree with that. Like year 3 is when you know, like, all right, yeah, they about to be.
The reason why I think is he's better next year
He's a leader
is because
amongst men.
they're not even built. The team not built,
Yeah,
and they got a lot of draft picks still.
right.
So they're going to if they draft the way they get better.
I don't really got a lot of draft picks because they traded up this year. They traded up they had 2 and 3.
I mean,
they
they-
traded away some of the picks that they had. So I got to see how many picks. I don't think they got a lot of picks.
I think they get better. Is what I'm saying. Like you get
You get some
Tank
vets.
Dell back.
You'll get some vets.
You're gonna get some vets coming over.
You'll get some vets who come over.
You know what I'm
To
saying?
play for D'Amico. I believe like just like Dan K, when players want to play for player coaches. You feel me?
That's true.
And I think D'Amico is one of those player coaches. You feel me? Young team, veteran come there and say, "Yo, I want to teach these youngins." I think the sky's the limit for him. If he make that,
He's a bad man. Let's talk about Lamar though. Since we talking about bad man.
yeah, everybody passed up on me.
I did. I didn't believe in him.
I did too. Me neither.
What you mean
didn't
you
believe
didn't
him.
believe in him?
What did he believe?
I think he has a great talent.
I
didn't
looked
think
at
that he would
him.
be able to like
You know,
push
it's
the
funny
team.
because it's run-
Y'all
I
remember?
just didn't think he'd be able to push the team forward as much as he has.
Y'all remember Achilles Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was another Achilles Smith, bro.
Baby.
I thought he was gonna be another prominent, like a great. I thought he was gonna be another cat who was just dominant in college, and then when you got in the league, like, nah, bro, you not that. Like, I really thought Lamar was gonna be one of the.
You thought this after he won the MVP?
No, like when like you said, it's like when everybody was slipping on the draft. Like I thought, like when I was hoping the Cowboys wouldn't get. I'm like, no, he's not going to be like this. Ain't the college. You can't do all that crap you're doing now in college because he was running for like 2,000. Like he was getting ridiculous. I'm like, bro, you're not pulling this crap in the NFL. I just felt like different than the RG3, Achilles Smiths, all those cats who like to run and have fun playing football. Like you can't play that shotgun college football stuff. They will study you, strategize you, play against you, and destroy you. You know what I mean? He a whole video game.
Whole video game.
He actually bringing the NFL to he's bringing college to the NFL again. Like he's making it cool to like run and throw, and like now you don't know what he's gonna do. And then at one point I was like, all right, now no, not even that. But now at this point I was like, all right, now I'm just waiting for you to get hurt. There's no way you can run this much without getting hurt. Every other cat that I've seen, whether it was Michael Vick,
Hurt a couple
No,
times.
he got- yeah,
No,
he got
no.
hurt.
but whether it was Michael Vick, whether whoever it was, eventually they got hit so much that the running started slowing down.
So
They became
down.
more passive.
I thought he was going to end up like Robert Griffin III
so,
where-
but because even he got hurt, right?
when he got hurt.
But even when Mike Vick eventually got hurt, he started throwing more. Mike Vick
Mhm.
was stopped all that running. Lamar ain't started running yet. Like this dude,
Because he has no offensive line
But
to
the-
stop
the
anybody
other
from
thing,
trying
though,
to
is
chase him all day.
For Lamar, he didn't have any receivers neither.
So let me ask you this.
He got receivers now.
That's the thing.
Do you
He
think
had
Lamar is better than Michael Vick?
Will he be?
No, is he right now?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is he?
I don't know, y'all. Like
So do you think
So what? So
Lamar
wait,
Jackson
that's
is
a
the best
loaded
quarterback to
question
ever play the game?
because there was a time where Michael Vick was like Michael Vick, and then so you talking about Atlanta Vick, or you talking about Philly Vick, or you talking about like which
I'm
Vick
talking
you
about
talking
Michael
about?
Vick at his
Michael
prime.
Vick, so
No, it's different types of Vicks, is what I'm
Let
saying.
me say Michael Vick in Atlanta at his prime.
The dog fighting Vic. Before dog fighting Vic,
The Vick, yeah, that Vick was different.
He was
That's what I'm
different than
saying.
Lamar is right now.
So if
In your
you
opinion?
told me Atlanta Vick versus Baltimore Lamar, I might still have to go Atlanta Vick.
Atlanta Vick.
Yeah.
Nah, Vic ain't get the
Even
MVP.
like I can remember
He ain't
Mike
got-
Vick
he
in
ain't got
college.
receivers.
I can remember like
He
Mike
had
Vick in college.
receivers.
Better.
I can
Yeah, I don't
remember
know.
Lamar
He had
Jackson
no
in
receiver.
college.
He had Crumpler. He had the tight end.
Algernon
Oh, yeah,
Jerry Crumpler.
he just had he had a
Yeah,
tight end.
Julio
That's
too.
it.
Yeah.
He did not.
Rookie, young
He had
young
Julio.
He was playing. He was still in Atlanta when Julio first got
Young,
there.
young Julio.
No, Matt Ryan was there when Julio.
No,
was
he
there.
was not there. He was not there
Wait.
when Julio.
Yeah,
got
that's what I'm
to-
saying. Y'all
He
tripping.
was retired.
Matt Ryan was there. Yes, he was, or he was playing in Philly. That dog. You told me the dog
He
fight
wasn't
happened
even playing
after
in
Julio
Philly.
was playing.
He was probably
no,
the Pittsburgh.
no.
Mike Vick was
Yeah,
probably
Mike
in
Vick
Pittsburgh.
didn't have anybody except for a tight end.
Where y'all got Lamar at in the grand scheme of quarterbacks right now?
Like right now.
Right now.
I mean, you can't argue. He's top 3.
I wouldn't
got-
say he was number
you said-
one.
Julio came in.
I can't give
Who
him
you-
one.
who- So we got
So
Patrick Mahomes.
he's Pat is number 1, but I think he's arguably between him and
He came and win.
2011.
Mike Vick was retired.
Mike Vick was at the Eagles 09 to 13.
Okay. I think it depends on your poison. I got him. It's like a upper echelon between him,
01.
Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. Like it's like
Who
a
would you take?
That old guy.
Who, Vic or
like if injuries were
Where you got Vic at on the grand scheme of quarterback?
on Vic or Lamar.
I mean Lamar right now.
Right now.
Currently as
like
constructed.
when I put him on my team?
So who you think the number one
Dak
quarterback
Prescott's
is?
your quarterback. Yes,
We got this is what we got to do. We got to figure out who everybody's number one quarterback
Patrick
is.
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. Who's number
Yes.
2?
That's the question.
And so I think it's a toss up. Pause. I think it's an upper echelon.
It's your opinion. Who's number 2, Derek?
Who's the
I
number 2
can't
quarterback?
do that because like it depends. Because I'm gonna tell you why.
In your opinion.
In my opinion, I can't. It's
You
gonna
want
be
the Dak-
different, bro. It's gonna be different every week. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. It's gonna be different every week.
This week, who's the number 2 quarterback?
Lamar's number 2 this week. Lamar's number
Okay,
2.
that's what we're looking for.
Number 2 this week.
So Pat.
It's going to change, bro.
No.
It's not
I'm
gonna
not
be-
gonna say
Here's the
every
thing.
week. I want to
We-
get.
You wouldn't say last year. You wouldn't have said Lamar.
I want to
We
say
on
the
this
totality.
have not talked much about Lamar Jackson being in the top 5 quarterbacks.
Because he was hurt. He was always last 3 years he's kind of hurt.
And last year he's been the reason they lost in the playoffs.
I'm
He
not
didn't
disputing that.
play in the playoffs last year.
So
Not
Josh
last year. I'm
Allen's
talking
not
about
above-
I'm saying every year he's
so
been in the
Josh Allen's
playoffs.
not above
He's
Lamar.
lost the playoffs, huh?
Josh Allen's not above Lamar.
I don't. It depends. Like I think
with Josh
after
In
this,
totality, right now,
I think if Josh Allen's still playing in the playoffs, I'd probably have him over Lamar.
I think he's over Lamar right now. 1, 2, 3.
It's a good
Pat
argument.
Allen, Jackson.
It depends on the day.
Damn, you need to make it Patrick Allen Jackson. That could be like a person.
So you got Josh Allen over Lamar.
Yeah. Slim margin, but yes.
Who you got, Chris?
Wait, no. No. Who said that?
Me.
You said that. Ryan said that. Josh Allen is over Lamar Jackson.
Slightly, yes, but yes.
But I just said Josh Allen had a good playoff game and you disagreed with me.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I disagree with you.
okay. That
I
yours.
mean, maybe I did, but like,
You got
doesn't
Johnson
matter.
second best quarterback in the league.
I don't.
That's what we're saying.
So then you got,
yes.
Not this year.
I think he's
Sorry.
better than Burrow. I think he's better than
And we can take off years.
whoever the fuck.
Like who do you think is
Yeah,
the best
yeah.
overall product of a quarterback?
Yo, this is such a
it's
honestly.
difficult. It's supposed to be difficult.
But I'm saying like,
I'm trying to think who-
yo, because it like yo, when you think of number one, you think consistently. Who is consistently?
Patrick
Yo,
Mahomes.
they
We
put
already
up
got
this,
Patrick
but
Mahomes.
they put this ninja's numbers up there. He's been a quarterback for 6 years, and all 6 years he hasn't been in anything less than an AFC championship.
Yeah,
This is the first
dude
year
is freaking
that he didn't
different.
have home field advantage.
But he still made an AFC championship. Like
That's what I'm
every
saying.
year he's.
Garbage out there.
So it's
He's out here
undisputed, Daryl. So Daryl, what you're saying
Right,
is Patrick
Josh
Mahomes
Allen is
is
just saying-
undisputed.
No,
Number
like-
one.
Josh Allen.
Nobody's
All right,
disputing.
okay,
it.
fair.
Who's number two?
But
No
hurt
confidence.
Bengals, like that
My
really
point-
don't-
my point, Don,
They
is that
was
my
legit.
point is that everyone else
Last year and the year
is
before,
so
it was
inconsistent
legit.
that you can pick. I don't think anybody at the table could be
Okay,
wrong
okay.
about their number two
About
because
their number two.
because at some point whoever they say a number two was a true number two at that time. So somebody can say Josh Allen, somebody can say Joe Burrow, somebody can say Tua, somebody
All
can say
right, all
Dak.
right,
I don't think anybody
So
can
let's
I don't think Tua's out the question.
number
make
two.
let's make the pool smaller.
Why is Tua out the question?
Daryl, let's
no,
make
no,
the
explain
pool
to me why
smaller.
Tua's out
Aaron,
the question.
because he's not number two.
Explain to me why.
Because he's not.
He's not better than any of the ones that we named. He's not better than Josh Allen. He's not
Who?
better than
So did he-
fucking Lamar
so did he
Jackson.
have a better
He's not
season?
better than
He had a
Burrow.
better season than all of them.
He's not better.
Physically, player wise, he's not better than them.
So
Okay.
who's a wait? Let's start
So
with
he could
this.
have a better season
I'ma
than him,
do
but he's
this.
not better.
Our Mason Dixon line for this show. Aaron. Our Mason Dixon line for this show is Kirk Cousins, right?
No,
Dak Prescott.
Dak
Okay,
Zach.
It still could be Dak.
he's He's better than Dak Prescott.
given,
Yes.
He's better than Jalen Hurts.
given.
Yes.
He's better
It's on
than
Lamar.
Yeah, we're talking about Lamar.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy.
Yes.
Yes.
Is he better than Josh Allen?
No.
That's up in
That's the
it. It
question.
depends on.
That's-
It
no.
depends
So
on the
no, I'm
day.
asking. You say yes. What do you
It
say?
depends on the freaking day. Right now, he's better than Josh Allen. Josh Allen just lost.
Okay, Aaron,
Taking
what do
the
you
loss
think?
out of it. I'm just talking about
Josh
Can't
Allen's
do
team
that.
lost.
Aaron, you can't do
if you
that,
had to
bro.
pick, if you had to pick
Can't
a
do
quarterback,
that.
who would you pick?
And right now, I just told you.
Josh
I would
Allen.
I would pick Lamar.
Aaron, who would you
right
pick?
now.
I would pick Lamar.
Chris, who would you pick? Who would you pick, George?
Black.
He going black.
Lamar Jackson.
Racist.
He's always betting on him.
Reverse racism is not
I-
welcome on the show.
I'd say Lamar because what can Josh do that Lamar can't?
Josh is a
Run over
better.
linebackers.
You think Josh Allen can run over linebackers and Lamar can't?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely,
1000%.
100%. That's
Absolutely.
that ain't that's a gift.
He might run. He running by him. He ain't running by
Yeah,
him.
he running nobody over.
Lamar ain't running over linebackers.
And I don't think Josh Allen should either.
But he
It
is.
ain't about
He is.
should. Is Kenny? Yes.
Yes.
But here's the problem we always get into is really because we pick people based on physical traits.
That's
And
what y'all
physical
doing.
traits. No, I'm being real.
I'm looking at performance though, me personally. That's why I said it changes. Like every year, Josh Allen was not the number 2 in the league.
I
And
agree.
every year, Lamar was not the number 2 in the league. Pat Mahomes was always number 1 and number 2 in the league. That's why this is not hard. So that's what I say. All y'all have an argument to say Lamar this year because Lamar is having a hell of a year. But if you're asking me overall, who's the true number 2, there isn't one to me. There isn't one. Nobody's been consistent enough to be on the same. If maybe if Joe Burrow wasn't hurt all the daggone time, maybe he could be considered. But like until then, there is no number 2. It's a bunch of people who arguably in the top upper echelon of quarterbacks. That's all you're gonna get.
mosh pit.
If you talking mosh pit, is Josh Allen, is Lamar, is Tua, is Dak.
What? Wait, no.
I said it.
See now. Wait, you know what? You know
Sound like white.
listen.
And this hurts.
And bro,
No.
I said Burrow.
Did you?
No.
I said Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar, Dak, Hurts.
You can honestly do.
I'm not even gonna say it.
Am I missing the name?
I'm not
Well,
even
so
gonna say
Purdy.
it.
I don't,
No,
Purdy's
I
not.
wouldn't put Purdy in there.
Purdy's not in the top 5.
I wouldn't put Purdy in there just like I wouldn't put Dak in there.
You definitely can put Dak.
Stafford.
Why?
Numbers wise, stats wise,
Stats wise, Purdy's better than Dak.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm talking about not his whole career.
He only played the last 2 years. He's better than Dak.
No, he hasn't.
Huh?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
that dunk was ridiculous.
Huh?
That was crazy. The last 2 years, he hasn't been better.
He's only the time since Purdy came to the league, statistically wise, he's better than Dak.
He's not.
What is what are you talking about?
I just told you.
He got more playoff wins than Dak already.
So wins or in playoff wins. So wins is
I'm
one thing.
just saying.
So it take a team
Neither
to
one of
win.
them should be in the top
It take a
five.
team to win.
Bro.
It take a team. That's what I'm saying. Take a team to win. Ern. His stats are not better than that. That's all I'm
His
saying.
stats are better than Dak.
Okay.
Fine.
Fine, let's take both of them out then. They out.
I agree.
All right, so then who?
I didn't put Purdy in. I'm just saying get Dak the fuck out of here.
I think Dak should be in
You
there.
know what I'm
I
saying?
personally think Dak should be in there.
Man, get Tua the fuck out of here.
Why Tua gotta get out? Tua's been.
What are you talking
Why
about?
Tua gotta get? Why Stafford gotta get in? This man throws 10 picks a year, 10 to 15 picks a year every year.
Who put Stafford in?
Somebody said Stafford. Stafford throw 10 to 15 picks every year.
Anyone names that.
He went to one Super Bowl and all of a sudden
Honestly,
he's a top 5 quarterback.
if you want to do monster style, it's tier 1 is Mahomes. Tier 2 is probably Josh Allen.
You know what you gotta
Lamar,
do? You gotta
and
do.
Burrow.
No, you know what you gotta
Tier
do?
3,
No.
No.
Oh,
You gotta create a Mason.
Why
Dixon
y'all
for each tier.
overlooking
You gotta
Justin
create.
Herbert?
You gotta create
Why
a
y'all
Mason
looking over
Dixon
Justin
for each tier.
His numbers was good.
And what why are we looking over who?
Passing yards.
You can't
Who?
win.
In
Who?
Mexico, they were
You
good.
can't win.
Not in this fucking American Football League.
Who?
You mean
Herbert.
Yeah, this year he was horrible.
Justin Herbert. Terrible.
Justin
Bro,
Herbert.
I think Justin's good,
Justin Thurgood
Stat
Herbert.
pattern.
but he's not.
Terrible.
But he's not good
He's
this
good,
year.
but he's not tier 2.
Not tier 1.
Top.
He's
So
not tier 1.
this what ESPN put at they
no
five
one
top.
gives a fuck.
I want to hear it.
Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes,
wow.
Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts.
That's stupid.
That's
It's
their
not
top
stupid. It's
five
not
right
stupid,
now.
bro.
Not in no,
Like that's what I'm
the first
saying.
one to come out.
Like, yo, I know y'all. I know I respect your opinion, but at the end of the day, like that, what that is valid because it's based
not right.
on. It
What is
is.
it based on?
It's based on
What?
where they are at. When is that? When was that produced? When was that made?
All right, beginning this year.
That's my point, Ern. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like based on the times, if Ninjas was playing good during that time, they was in the top 5. That's all I'm saying. If the Ninja Justin Herbert was leading the league in passing or top 3 in passing for the past 3 years and just had a bad year this year, how's he all of a sudden no longer a top 5 whatsoever? Like he's not even a tier 2.
No, he's not tier 2.
He
He been-
gets the
Who you,
playoffs.
Daryl?
Yo, all right,
Daryl,
bro.
Daryl.
So what you saying? So I gotta.
You got to win.
So you gotta win.
You can't be
It's all
a
about
league
winning.
quarterback
You
and not make the
That
playoffs.
makes sense.
Okay.
Can we go around and ask everybody top 5 quarter
No, we do this all the time.
Yeah, we do.
Fuck all that.
Right
right now?
now. We're not gonna agree.
I told you.
I know.
Not gonna agree. It's just not gonna happen.
I told you,
It's not gonna happen. Like we're not gonna agree.
Mahomes, Allen,
Everybody
Lamar, Burrow, and then there's the third tier.
That's 4. Give me one more.
He can't.
Because the next level is not on the second level.
Just give me one more name.
He can't do it. They are not on the tier 1 level. He only got 4.
Herbert.
He only got 4 players at tier 1. That was what he's saying.
Tier
What
1
you
and
saying?
tier 2. I only got one on tier 1.
Oh, all right.
He is
All right.
a-
You talking about them two? So the other boys are tier 2.
Tier 2.
All I need is one more name.
Y'all still take out Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
I mean,
Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers
this
hasn't
year.
played football in
He's
2
tier
years.
2. He's
Aaron
tier.
Rodgers played football last year.
I mean, he played last year. Was MVP candidate.
He was MVP candidate last year.
Like he just ain't play this year. It's like he ain't play this year. Technically.
I think you separate them. It's if you just throw another name into the fold, that's just
It's all
trying
the
to
same.
fit somebody
It's all
into
the
the
same.
file. But
First
there's
of all-
levels to it.
For next year, I think we should change our Mason Dixon line.
We should change.
I think
Dak is not
Lam-
middle of the pack no more.
Geno Smith should be the Mason Dixon.
Geno Smith shouldn't be starting anymore. He might not be starting.
But they were a good team.
Herbert should be the Mason Dixon.
He didn't. Geno Smith didn't lose no games for the Seahawks.
Geno Smith lost a shit ton of games for the Seahawks.
No, he didn't.
What are you talking about?
Geno Smith was pretty good. His numbers were good.
Kirk Cousins was pretty good. Kirk Cousins, when healthy, was better than Geno Smith.
They still lost games.
But his numbers weren't.
They said what?
I'm looking at him right now.
He didn't. He missed 2/3 of a season, dog.
Okay. So were his numbers better or worse?
When he was healthy, they were better.
Bro, that's not what I didn't take in consideration for his injury. I'm just saying his numbers were better this year. So the
Geno
Mason
Smith
Dixon
numbers was
line.
better than Joe
should
Burrow
be-
this year too.
Bro,
just
say that. I didn't hear that.
Geno Smith's numbers were better than Joe Burrow's because Joe Burrow was hurt this year.
So what I'm
So
saying
Joe
is
Burrow should be the Mason Dixon.
Geno Smith should be the Mason Dixon because he played all the games and he wasn't the best. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Those other guys you're talking about were hurt and they missed
I mean, if
games.
you want to make Geno the
So they had an
Dixon,
incomplete season.
that's not a hill I'm going to die on. But I'm saying it don't matter. You can make Geno.
But you want somebody
I don't think Geno Smith might not be starting
I
next
can't
year, so
talk
it's weird.
Being on the leg and hearing myself twice.
I don't think Geno Smith might not be starting. Here's the thing. Fuck Geno Smith. Why? We're not talking about Geno Smith. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I hear you.
Nobody can come up with a top five.
We were just talking about
Geno Smith.
elite quarterback.
So let's talk about people above Geno Smith.
I get it.
Everybody.
Yeah.
But you can't give me top five. You only gave me 4, and I said give me one more.
That's not a bug.
It wasn't going to be Geno Smith. I promise you.
I know it wasn't
going to be Geno Smith.
I was saying.
So,
all right,
so it's okay.
As a quarterback that you in your mind think is better than Geno Smith, come up with one person.
All right, so how about
and
this?
you know it's not Chris Hubbard.
How about this? Jalen Hurts. You said it was going to be next year, right?
Dak Prescott.
We can do this.
I mean, it would probably be
Do it
Dak
next year.
Prescott. You force a 5 into a
Geno
2.
Smith might be out
Or no,
the
it might be 2.
Geno Smith might be out
So you gonna throw 2 in there?
If you force a 5 this year, it's Purdy.
Purdy.
But he's not a top 5 quarterback. I'm not going to argue that point.
You don't
You
have to
forcing
say
me.
anything else.
You forcing me to
It's fine.
fit somebody into
Yes, and you said Brock
your
Purdy.
arbitrary 5.
Yes, and you said Brock Purdy. That's fine, bro.
I don't want to say Brock Purdy. You're making me say.
I just need a name. Chris, give me yours.
This nigga, he wants you to say Jalen Hurts.
No, I don't. I just want you to give me 5
Your
names.
agenda is clear, Don.
Yeah.
No,
He's
it's
trying
I
to
don't
say
have an agenda. That's the whole thing.
We
I
all
want to
have
know.
an agenda on the show. That's bullshit.
I want to know what my agenda is to find out what your top 5 is, and from that top 5, if everybody has
CJ Stroud is 5.
okay, so say that. That's
I
fine.
just said it.
Okay, Chris, what's yours? Patty,
Lamar,
okay,
Josh, Joe Burrow, and I'm going with Aaron Rodgers.
that's only 4.
The 5th is always going to be stupid because I think we all in agreement that there's
You said
he said
Patrick
5.
Mahomes.
He said 5. He
Josh
said the same
Allen.
4 I said, and then Aaron Rodgers.
Okay,
Yeah.
you agree with Chris?
No,
Or
I'm
Aaron?
taking Aaron out.
And putting who in?
That.
Okay,
But I'm also switching Lamar and Josh.
okay, I respect it. You want to give yours?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes,
Set on this arbitrary
Lamar.
5.
Josh,
Sometimes you got to get a man what he wants, though. Right?
You don't want to say what you
Then
gotta
he
say
gets the
that,
cheesecake, man.
Dak.
You don't have to say that.
Bro. Yo, you just
You
delightful. I'm just saying, like,
Okay, so
he's
George said
performing.
Brock Purdy in his top 5.
That's fine.
I think
That's fine
wrong,
too. Man's entitled to his opinion.
He's entitled to his
What the
opinion,
frick,
bro.
dog?
The whole thing.
How you tell people they wrong?
No, I'm trying to see who everybody puts in the top 5. So the people that get in everybody's top 5
You bet.
are staying in the top 5. They can agreement.
Staying in what top 5?
What top 5? The top 5. So if everybody puts Lamar Jackson,
Four.
He didn't know. He put Burrow.
he didn't say Burrow. He
Burrow
put in
played
somebody
him.
different.
Get what he's saying?
He put Aaron Rodgers in. Nobody else put that in.
Y'all putting players in there they ain't play. Y'all wow.
You said top 5 quarterbacks. Y'all didn't say this season. You said top 5 quarterbacks in the league.
All right, y'all said the same thing about.
I
need a drink.
Y'all said this crap about D Hop. D Hop ain't been the same ball since he was out for 2 years.
Just give me your top 5. Like, give me your top 5.
So we got Lamar versus Patty in the AFC Championship game. Epic showdown. You know what I'm saying? In Baltimore. In Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Lamar can dispel all the myths. You know what I'm saying? If he knock off he is I and I am him, Patrick Mahomes could elevate his name into
The greatest.
one
One of the
arguably,
greatest.
I'm saying he
This
Mount
one.
Rushmore type shit. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? If he makes it
For
to
three
his
Super Bowls
yeah,
out of what 6, 7
yeah,
years.
yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Been there what
Is this
5
like-
times?
In terms of like quarterback matchups and teams playing well, is this probably one of the most anticipated games we had in a minute?
Kansas City ain't playing. If Kansas City was Kansas City was the Kansas City, he'd be like, yeah.
I still think
City.
they are. I think Kansas City runs away with this game.
I ain't gonna lie. I think they went.
I actually think Baltimore. wins.
Yeah.
I think Kansas City gonna win.
Baltimore has 0 offensive line.
But their defense is crazy.
They have 0 offensive
Defense
line.
is crazy.
So
Kansas
they have
City-
0 offensive
Kansas
line.
City's
So Kansas City's
defense is
defense is
good.
playing really well right now.
Really
They're
well.
going to
Quiet as
make
cat.
they're going to make Lamar
got
run,
the
right?
best linebackers.
So now Lamar's got to run, and now you got to run to brick walls all day.
They got
Because they got the linebackers
They do.
too.
they got
And so
the
that-
freaking
that's a problem
linebackers.
for them.
Crazy.
And they
No, that
can't.
is
And they
true.
have.
But Kansas City got one of the best D
It's
lines.
just. It's just.
And
They do
Baltimore
got
ain't
one of the
no
best-
offensive lines.
But Baltimore got the
Baltimore,
best.
Lamar,
They got
more,
one of the
they
best
have.
secondaries and linebackers.
They do,
in the
but
league.
like Baltimore, like Lamar they have design runs, but more of them runs is him not being able to stand around to look at the defense long enough to get a pass off. Like they're sieves. Like they can't stop nobody. Like I just don't see it. I think they're gonna take this game.
I think Lamar is going to blow it.
I want Lamar to win. I want Patty to win.
So this is the thing. I think
Hang on. Whoever win,
I don't
whoever
really
win,
care. But
I think-
whoever win is gonna win the Super Bowl.
I don't believe that.
Do it.
I think that this is the part. So
I
this
believe that.
is you ever seen somebody who was so
You
talented,
shouldn't believe that because you'll see it for everything.
so talented,
I didn't believe that before.
but like,
I
but
knew-
like, is not mature enough, or like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not that like Lamar got all the talent in the world. We know this, right? But like in clutch situations, I just don't believe he's going to make the right. I just don't think he's in a
you
position.
think he gonna fold?
So he's been so used to dominating teams, like he hasn't been in a close game. Like he's been dominating every game. To be in, they walked away from him, right? So like my thing is like when it gets close, especially like fourth quarter type close, I just feel like Lamar is going fold. Me personally, I feel like he's going fold, and I think that this is the part where Pat Mahomes says, "Oh, this is my time." Like this is the part where, like, if the game's close, it's going to be a problem. Now, if they walk away, then Lamar got a shot. But if the game is anywhere near close, then I don't see Baltimore winning.
Listen, man, I'm gonna say it like this: the legend of Pat Mahomes will go crazy if he beats this defense with those receivers.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I can't see it happening. That's the issue. Like they got Travis Kelce, but they got Kyle Hamilton and Marlon Humphrey. They got people that can check him. This not Buffalo.
This is true.
With a dude covering Travis Kelce was signed yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And they had him covered. Like,
Agreed.
it's a different type of ball game. So,
Agreed.
like, if Kansas City is going to have to be able to run the ball, which I don't think they're going to be able to do against this front. I think it's a hard in Baltimore. If this was in Kansas City, I might agree with you. I would go Patty Mahomes, but I think this is ultimately where Lamar put the doubts about him to rest. You know what I'm saying? And he comes out on top. I honestly believe that. I think they're a better team.
How many?
And it might not be.
Wild caveat.
He's
It beat us 65 points.
Yo, he
Yeah, I
is.
said he's going for 7.
He
I
has
just said-
65
I just said he's going for 7.
He's tripping right now.
He's going for
It
7.
beat us 65 points.
Unbelievable.
What?
He's snapping. It's
Yo,
the podcast, dog.
Yo,
What?
unbelievable.
So we could have been at this game, Don.
34 minutes, 65 points.
Yeah.
We're going crazy right now. Everybody else.
We could have been at this game, Don.
Wow, Don.
No.
Wow, Don.
Could have been at this
Yo,
game.
this
Don.
is your fault, Don.
No.
No, you had this idea 40 minutes ago.
40 minutes before showtime. He like,
I text you ninjas at 4 o'clock.
Tip off
And
at
said,
7.
hey.
Texas at 6:45.
Yeah,
Like,
he
hey,
did Texas
close
man.
it out.
I said-
you want to run this shit?
Hey, let's go to the game. Is the game 3 hours away? Or is it
No, it's unprepared.
45 minutes?
Parking passes
Yeah,
and
man,
everything.
like, yo, I didn't even know how to get there.
There is a train
You got
that
67.
goes down there.
He just got 67.
No, 65. He really like.
We could have got on that Fern Rock.
Who wins? What's your score prediction for this one?
Kansas City 27. Baltimore 21.
I don't know.
I like Baltimore.
I think Kansas City wins,
35.
Y'all think it's gonna be a high scoring game? I don't think so.
I like Baltimore 35 to 20.
I got Kansas City 20, Baltimore 17.
Yeah, I think it's like 21-14.
It's not gonna be a high scoring game.
like 21-14.
These defenses is gonna be. These defenses is gonna go crazy.
21-14.
So I think Kansas City's defense is balling right now. I think they're gonna hold.
Did he just
I
do
think
it
they're
again?
gonna hold Lamar to about 20, 21 points, and Kansas City might have 14.
And he got 7.
I don't see them winning, man. Niners, Lions, what you got?
I mean, there yet. We gotta talk about the games first.
Oh,
Lions over.
wait, that's what.
We did the AFC.
Oh,
Lions just beat fucking. Goddamn. Who Lions beat?
Who the fuck cares? No, yeah, the Lions won.
Who Lions play?
The team that they beat.
The Bucks.
The Bucks.
Apparently.
God damn. Shit, I'm tripping.
No one watched that game.
So
I watched it. You know what's crazy about that game?
I was like,
I'm being honest with you.
that was actually a good game.
I'm telling you, listen, if Mike Evans wasn't dropping passes like it was his job, the Bucks, bro, he dropped about 2 touchdowns.
They had a shot. Definitely had a shot.
Like I'm talking about, like, and these weren't the
Baker didn't play
Stephon Diggs.
that. Baker actually didn't play that bad.
He played well.
Yeah, he played well.
These
Fuck
weren't the
the Bucks.
Stephon Diggs contested catches. These was like,
Fuck the Bucks.
why? Because they kicked y'all head in?
Multiple times.
With
I'm not even mad at the Bucks.
Nah,
I'm
get that
still
hate
mad
out your
at
heart,
you.
man.
Yo,
I'm still mad at
with-
Will
I ain't
Barber
mad-
and them.
I ain't mad at you, Don.
They got the drop
at you,
Warren
bro.
Sapp. Because Baker, as much as I hate to admit it,
He was balling.
is playing
They-
really
listen,
well.
They tried to write me off, I ain't right back.
Like I'm gonna give him a really well. Like he's playing really well.
Baker is more of a Mason Dixon than Geno. Geno might not have a job next year.
It could be Baker, but Baker is like, but the way Baker is
He
throwing
might not that
passes, like it's.
But it's
It's
also
uncharacteristic
he
of
was
him.
throwing too. Mike Evans was just getting like
But when
But I've always thought Baker
Mike
was
Evans, that
good.
one catch that Mike Evans had.
he dropped 2 touchdowns.
No, but the one he caught was
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, you didn't
ridiculous.
say it, but that's what I'm saying. Yes.
And it's like it
Correct.
makes you mad. It was like, dog, you're making these fucking wild catches, and I'm throwing you dimes, and you out here just
And to me, even the last 2 games, like the Eagles
Yeah.
actually should have
Yeah.
got blown.
yeah.
Had he
Mike
caught-
Evans
had
has
the previous
10
week.
straight 1,000-yard receiving seasons.
Yep, sure do.
He actually is Hall of Fame status.
He's
Same
should-
number.
Yo, I heard him say that
he
state in the
should-
game.
He should
It's crazy,
be hard.
right?
He's
You don't even. But
10 straight. For
Mike
every year
Evans
he's
always
been in the league,
great,
right?
good, but nobody ever was like Mike Evans is the best receiver in the league. But
Because he's never
Yeah,
been
I
the
feel-
best.
But I feel like it's always quiet,
yeah,
and it's like somehow
it
he
is.
quietly like We'll get, like, 1,300 yards.
He's always like the
It's
third.
Sometimes
He's always consistently like the number 3 receiver in the league.
he's definitely his Hall of Famer.
But
especially
it's like
with Super Bowl.
1,300 yards. It's like, God, like damn, like you got 1,300 yards.
In the same time span as Devontae Adams and Evans, they're literally only a couple hundred yards.
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah, and it's wild. Like we just and we never
crazy
think of
thing.
Mike Evans. Like when you think,
Take
like,
Devontae 5 years ago.
Do what?
I mean, yes.
I ain't surprised.
Yeah, he threw me off when he said that. I was like,
I'm surprised.
I thought he was talking about Devontae Smith.
I thought he was too. I'm like, what the freak? You said
I'm fucking scared.
said Devontae Adams.
Talking about Devontae Smith.
I was saying like Smith. You compare Mike Evans and Devontae Smith. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yo, wait, what happened?
I was like, good goddamn minute.
I know I like the Eagles, but I don't always.
I was like, wait a minute. Oh man. Let's talk about the Lions. How you feel, Chris? As the biggest,
This is the resident Lions fan.
You already know the Lions fan, baby.
This Lions fans on the show.
Told y'all, man. Them boys, listen. I watched motherfucking Hard Knocks and fell in love, man. They just play hard. Pause.
Yeah, Joe.
Glad you did that.
Yeah, glad you caught it.
No, yeah, right. That was crazy. No, they like I said earlier, player coaches, man. Player coaches, they play hard for their coaches. All of them. Al Harris, Dan Campbell, and they got. The thing is, they got a lot of ex players as their coaches.
Yeah.
So they teach. They're not just one of the coaches. You know, some of these coaches like Sirianni, they didn't play. You know what I mean? They grew up just coaching. Like now, you got people that's actually played the game. So when they tell you, they're not bullshit.
Trust
I
in
done
word.
did it. You feel me? So and the thing,
to that.
and in the mistakes I made, I'm telling you what not to make this mistake.
Right.
So I mean, that's why I feel like Detroit is a good story, man. It's just a good story. They got players that was written off like Montgomery, Jared Goff. Then they got a lot of young players: St. Brown, Laporta. Jeremy Gibbs. They constructing that defense. I like Detroit. I really like Detroit.
I'm with you.
Years to come. I ain't gonna lie. They got a young boy, Hutchinson, stayed home. You know what I mean? Yeah, stayed home. Yes, yeah, man. Listen, they can be a problem.
I don't think it's their year.
Yeah, I got like.
They're doing a lot, but I don't think they're.
But I think they gonna always for the next 3 to 4 years, they'll be in the playoff.
Attention.
They'll be contested.
I think if you don't think they built ready to win a Super Bowl right now, they might as well exit the playoffs now. Because if you get to the Super Bowl and lose, people gonna have suffer mentally, and they're not gonna bounce back.
You've been listening to me. He trying to talk about the Eagles.
No, I told you this last week.
Nah, he told me this last week.
No, you and I had a whole conversation
Bro, yes.
He missed
about
both
how I
free
think
throws.
Jalen Hurts was suffering from, and James Bradbury
Let me answer that.
was suffering from
We'll get to
depression.
that. I got a topic on the Eagles too.
No, Bradbury's just trash.
Lions are legit, man. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Surprising in terms of what they've been able to accomplish. Definitely got a shot. I think they still need to build. I think their defense,
Yeah, that's what they got.
construction, and I think it's gonna come down to Jared Goff, which I don't.
Hey, we don't know.
Not playing bad.
Yeah, I
man.
was saying, well,
Jared
yeah.
Goff never plays bad until he plays bad.
Yes. Yes. That's a factual statement.
That's every quarterback.
Yeah,
That's every quarterback.
but he looks
Brock Purdy looked unstoppable
way
until he threw
better.
those 3 interceptions. Like,
true.
so I mean, when you play bad, it depends on when your bad comes.
And he just looks. Jared Goff. Yeah, damn. I don't even know what to say because like he can fuck it up for you, but like more often than not, he's not gonna fuck it up, but he's not gonna make it better.
The thing is,
But I would even think it's game man.
I've seen a lot of Jared Goff being his 49ers fan. His former team was the Rams, and we played him a shit time. And those Rams teams were good. They had a lot of talent on those Rams team, and ultimately, like Jared Goff is just one of those players who's just like, to me,
Like that.
will always be, and even more, kind of like that. Actually, yeah.
Chokes when it's time to play the big game.
But you don't. So like I think when it comes down to like me personally, I think Jared Goff is a good quarterback. I don't think he's like to your point, like a tier 1. Like he's not going.
Oh, he's not
going to single-handedly win a game for you. But like, what's the key ingredient that got him to the Super Bowl?
He can manage it.
He can manage and a good run game. Like he had
Two
Todd
great-
Gurley.
they
He
got
had
the best-
Todd Gurley.
They got the best two.
And what he got now.
They got
Like
the
that's
best
what I'm saying. Like
duo
I could
in the league
totally
right
see him going to the Super Bowl again because all he needs is to be a game manager and let these Bulls run the rock. Like he got great running backs. And so like I'd be impressed to see how San Francisco like these ain't like this might be y'all best running offense y'all play against all season. Like they can really run the ball. So like I'd be curious because honestly I didn't expect Green Bay to have that much success running the ball on y'all. So if Aaron Jones can run for 100, who you think got a better running game, Green Bay or Detroit? Like they got a chance to really run the ball on
They had a
y'all.
1-2 monster too.
They got a chance to really run the ball. So that's why I'm like, I think that Jared Goff is not going to be again. Now, if it gets to the point where y'all up by a lot of points and he got to pass the ball, then I think they in trouble. But
I think you got to pass the ball sometime.
But I think
Jared
if y'all
Goff,
up, let's put it like this: if y'all up by 21, then they're gonna lose because like it's gonna require Jared Goff to do way too much. How much you got? How much you got?
He got 70.
70.
This is delayed.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Packers 49ers.
And they're just
44 in the first half.
This dude is out of control.
Who got 70?
Cat had 44 in the first half.
Packers 40.
What's the date? What happened outside?
Is it like
A
a
full moon?
or some shit?
Motherfuckers out here. Instead of just getting all the work.
Has Embiid ever had 70?
Yeah,
before?
Cat go get 70. And they got 50.
He got 50 right now.
10 minutes in the third. God damn.
There's so much jive.
Listen, I feel like
Stop
This
it.
ain't crazy
Stop
today.
it.
I feel like the NBA is like football season is about to
Yeah,
Here we
end.
go. We about to see.
It's about to it's time to start. Who we already got 70?
There's 68.
Yo, Doc hates to listen to but like, Doc, you're a special person, dog. There's something about you that's like really cool as a guy. Like you're cool. You're a cool guy. Doc, don't do it. I'm actually I'm giving you flowers. Like
70.
This is on a minute delay.
and so is this
But we
is on
said-
like 2 minutes.
When
later.
we said he had 70
So that's 3 minutes.
8 minutes ago.
It's cool, man. You out here living in the
47
past. That's fine.
Packers 49ers, man. Give me your thoughts on that game.
Packers 49ers, good game.
Great. Like, honestly, again, going back to our conversation in the beginning, not my team. That's the kind of football I want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that kind of football got, like my son watches football. My daughter doesn't watch it at all. We're in the game.
You just gonna throw me under the bus like that.
Me don't watch football. But, like, we was in it. Like, we were all sitting on the couch, like, in that game. Like, we couldn't stop watching. Like, we had to see every minute of it. And, like, that's the kind of football. That's the kind of game I want to watch. So, but I think that, like,
Most in 76ers history.
I don't even know what I was going to say.
I want Cat to get 80.
Finish your statement,
I
Don.
don't even
Ryan.
Yo, all right, bro.
I think that. I think the Niners, like I've been saying this all year, they're a physical fucking team and they fucking beat the shit out of people. And like come that second half, like they're fucking kicking your ass, even though you might you get some success, they're fucking kicking your ass. And they have the players that are going to be able to keep going and outlast. I don't know what's up with Debo, but
He may not play.
it's going to be.
If he don't play, that's gonna be rough.
I like the Niners to win this game and keep going for it.
Chris.
Damn, 53.
Fucking down, must my whole fucking thought process.
We talking about the game?
Nobody game.
I think, man, San Fran played with their strength. It was the defense. Offense ain't play well. The Packers was moving the ball down the field, but they couldn't get in the red zone. So, playoffs, you can't win games without scoring touchdowns. And that's what happened to the Packers. And missed opportunities. Like you can't miss field goals. You can't miss. I mean, third downs where you catch the ball. Like you gotta capitalize on every opportunity. San Fran, they came down to it. They showed they was the best team. Purdy ain't have a good game, but when it counted, he made it count. Went down, scored a winning drive. And, it is what it is. They show why they know one team in the NFC.
Dr. Derrick Jones.
Who? Jared Jones.
49ers.
Dr. Derrick Jones.
On the 49ers and the Packers.
Yeah.
All right. So
That's a Darryl Jones.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Oh, you said Jones. He did go out. I was like, what?
well, look, I'm glad the Packers lost. I don't like the Packers. So I'm happy to see them lose. I definitely it reminds me of I say it all the time, like when Rocky cut the Russian, he human. I feel like, while y'all won that game, like y'all got cut a little bit. Because like before, nobody would imagine nobody running 100 yards on your defense. But I'm pretty sure Detroit, like, all right, if they can do it, we definitely gonna take our shot.
That's Brett Brown?
That's Brett Brown? All right.
Yo, I can't do this with Don.
Yeah, I can't
do that.
I can't.
Who that? Brett Brown? Yeah, that's Brett Brown. Who that? Brett Brown?
You said that already?
It's hilarious that this keep going,
Yeah, bro. No, but ultimately, I think that good win for the Niners, but I do think that little chink in the armor. We'll see. Like I said, if y'all go up, if y'all go up fast, if y'all go up like it scores faster, Detroit's in trouble. But if it's a close game, it's gonna be an issue. So we'll see.
So I look at it like this. I think we was a little rusty at the
that could be it.
not playing a meaningful game in so long, and then I think the rain kind of equalized shit a lot. Like you got a driving rain. You got a quarterback that
Poor.
then has trouble holding the ball in the rain. I think gives people to me. I think it might give Detroit a false sense of self.
Who y'all are?
Correct. Like elements not gonna be the same. Game plan not gonna be
I was
the
gonna
same.
say the game plan is definitely different.
Right. So
But,
like
you know,
to
it's
me,
good.
I think I mean, I think the Packers are good. I think the Packers are a good team. I think the Packers, the way it ended up working out for the Packers, I think matched up extremely well because what the Packers did was they put a loaded box, and then when Debo got hurt, you were able to just man up Jair Alexander on Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and now Brock Purdy's throwing to Chris Connolly and fucking motherfuckers you never heard of, right? Outside of Kittle, Jawan Jennings. I think the game plan ultimately was always to take advantage of the corner outside of Jair Alexander. And when Debo went hurt, kind of fucked that situation up. But the Packers played well. Their running game surprised me. But they do. I mean, I think the Packers had, going into this game, probably the most put together offensive line in the playoffs.
I said they was.
And their game plan was solid.
They was definitely hard. And I think that's kind of how they got y'all.
Yeah,
they beat y'all in the trenches.
Oh, for sure.
Which people didn't expect because their offensive line was dominating. You know what I'm saying? And they caught us off guard, and that's how you saw Aaron Jones get off. I don't think Detroit has the same level of offensive line. I know Detroit has also injuries on the offensive line. So I don't know if they had the same success on the ground as the Packers did.
Oh, they got the best backs in the league, best 1-2 punch in the league this year.
I don't dispute that, but I'm just saying in terms of like our defensive line is still elite. Mm-hmm. So you got to block them too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's. I mean, listen, we'll see. But I like the Packers' future going forward. Jordan Love showed me. I mean, I don't think he played that well in this game, but up until this game, he showed that he has the potential. He's capable of carrying on the mantle of Green Bay franchise quarterback.
Yeah, they only had 3.
Yeah, and they're young as fuck, so you build on that. I'm saying, like, the Packers was one of the teams, like, they lost, and it was like, it's all positives, like, coming out of that for them. Like,
Packers
no matter
Texans,
what happens,
it didn't matter, both of them.
No matter what happens, win, lose, or draw, like, if we win, great, we up. If we don't win, we had a hell of a run that nobody expected. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at it. Lions versus 49ers.
Niners.
No insight on it, just
there is nothing to be said. I don't think the Niners got it. Or excuse me, the Lions got it. I think for many of the reasons, I think the game plan and the coaching is going to outdo the Lions. And I just Goff not going to overcome.
Who I want to win? Detroit. Who I think is going to win is San Fran. Just San Fran. The thing is, I like Detroit, but I just ain't think they're gonna make it this far.
Red water, game changer.
Yeah, and San Fran is still the best NFC team. For the last.
What happened to my man? He not coming back.
Last 8-9 weeks. Yeah. Last 8-9 weeks they've been the best NFC team, dominating. So, I think it's just to get to the Super Bowl.
Kind of, I said earlier, I'm hoping that the Lions win only because they're the underdog. I wish they, you know what I mean? It's been a minute. Also, I think the Lions' best kept secret, offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. A lot of cats sleeping on this ball, but he's been protecting Jared all season, and he's been making that offense work between that receiver, what's his name?
Amon St. Brown.
Yeah, Amon St. Brown, the 2 running backs, like just the way he's using that offense, like he's making it work, and he's making Jared look amazing. So, like, I expect him to have a good game plan, but I expect Mike Shanahan to have a good game plan too. I think this is going to boil down to who's going to mess up first, Brock Purdy or Jared Goff. I think it's going to boil down to that. If it gets out of hand on San Francisco's side, I think 49ers win it. If it gets close, the Lions win it, and I'm hoping that the Lions win it. So we'll see.
Got a lot of hate in her. You gotta get rid of
that. It actually is not hate for the San Fran. I ain't got no ill will, but like I said, the Lions ain't been there in a minute, man. Like it's to me, it's like Cowboys ain't been there in a minute. I'm like, I just want to see.
I got 3 topics I want to close the show out with, and it's no,
good.
You ain't had no response on the game.
I said what I said.
Oh, I ain't heard what you said.
You was like, see, Darren, you when you're not talking, you like to phase out.
That's true.
And not pay attention to what.
At least I'll repeat what was said.
That's true. That's true. Listen, he would totally ignore. Like Ryan will be talking to Darren, but like,
he said that's true. I haven't heard nothing else in the last 40 minutes.
All right, what you
So this is pertaining to y'all two teams. Y'all both have elected to bring your coaches back.
Sirianni coming back for real?
No, depending on coordinators.
I know your D coordinator out.
No, it depends.
Sirianni's coming.
He got to change coordinators.
I'm about to say, yeah, I thought he was coming back.
Fired, they would have fired.
Yeah, you'd have been fired.
You still holding out hope?
Press
You never know
conference
what
on
you're going to
Wednesday.
get. You never know what you're going to get.
He's
There can be a
not-
press conference saying,
he's not
you
going
know what?
nowhere.
You the fuck out.
How y'all really feel about Mike McCarthy being retained?
I think it is a fan. I don't like it. Right? Like I
Definition
don't.
of insanity?
I don't want. I don't. Yeah, I don't want him. Player, I don't like it either because I didn't get an extension. So, to me, what that says is the organization
Don't
doesn't
want
trust
nobody
you.
else.
But the organization doesn't trust you.
Mhm.
Why the fuck I'm gonna trust you? And I gotta roll this year with you.
Yeah.
So like, also like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like it's a
It's
tough, like sell.
Yeah,
And,
you
and,
might-
and if I have a problem with this, anything you do, I almost got carte blanche to fucking say it.
Mike
Because
Parsons,
what you gonna do
Mike
about it?
Parsons is more powerful than Mike.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, motherfucker, you're not gonna be here. I am. Like, this is my shit.
Yeah, what's your thoughts?
What other coaches had 12 or more wins in the past 3 years outside of Mike McCarthy? Andy Reid. Who else? Like as much as I can't stand McCarthy, like I had to think about it because at first I was pissed when they hired him back, but then when you think about it, we ain't had no linebackers. Both linebackers. We lost a rookie in the draft pick we picked up. He got Torrey Hill. He was out. Van Der Esch was out. We had no linebackers. We can't stop the run without linebackers. I also think that you lost Trayvon. I mean, you start thinking about how many pieces you lost, and you don't want to make that an excuse because the coach should have figured it out. But at the same time, it's like, yo, we won 12 games without these people. So like, it's hard to say you should
That's
win a
enough for
Super
you?
Bowl. Huh?
That's enough for you, though?
I think that's part of it. I can't act like that's not an excuse. Like, bro, if you lose like 3 of your top defensive players and wonder why your defense ain't been playing good against top offenses, that could be part of the reason. Now, could it explain why they scored 48 points? Not necessarily. Like, that still pisses me off. But like, honestly, we don't have a run game. Tony Pollard ain't been like. I feel like we're missing pieces, and I think we got exposed in the playoffs. Like, we're not going to be good teams with the pieces that we have out there currently. So my hope is that, like, hopefully pieces don't get hurt. Hopefully pieces be there. And honestly, can you really say, Mike, the issue if they winning? They just not winning when they need to win. So like,
So that's the issue.
but you can
That's
say
not
that.
counts.
But you can say that about you say about Mike Tomlin. You can say that about, like, honestly, if you want to go that route, then Mike Tomlin deserved to get fired. Then freaking everybody, Sean McDermott deserved to get fired. Like,
I think too.
but my point, but that's my point. Like, when you put it in like perspective that way, it's like if we're gonna look at it from that perspective, like, you can't win when it mattered, and like 15 coaches should be losing their jobs in addition to Mike
That's what
McCarthy.
happened. And not to correlate the two, but that's what happens in the NBA, right? Brett Brown can get you here.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is to win the championship.
Yeah.
Like at some point, when do we say, all right?
So I think, to your point, I think that number one, I think one sign that I do appreciate is that they didn't extend him. He's in the last year of his contract.
Lame duck, though.
Huh?
Yeah, lame duck coach at this point now. That's not good.
No, I think it's a total opposite. I think that your life is on the line. Like,
Yeah, but a
your
prove a year
season,
don't mean shit.
huh?
Like a prove a year, like you got to prove a year as a coach. Like,
What you mean it don't mean nothing?
not that,
Yeah, if your job is on the line, you
not
going.
doesn't mean nothing.
Oh,
What I
all
meant
right.
to say was like, you have so little leeway. The minute something goes wrong,
It's a wrap.
you've lost the fan base. You lose the locker room. Like, you lose everything. So like,
I'm cool firing you.
it's
easy-
just
it's so
I
much
just hate
easier.
this shit. Like, either,
But my thing is,
I
like,
would rather get rid of you now, bring somebody
I
else on.
disagree. So like, if you're in the last year contract, you're gonna go above and beyond to make sure you don't get fired. If you
He's
know,
capable of going
Huh?
above and beyond.
Huh?
Well, if he's not capable of going above and beyond. What if that's just who he is?
we don't know that. We don't, like, yo, you can't go 12-5 3 years in a row and not consider giving you one more shot, at least finishing out your contract. Like my thing is, if they gave him an extension, then I'd have been like, all right, this is out of pocket, like this is out of control.
How you feel about Nick Sirianni coming back?
Now this is my question: what year is he in his contract?
Did he get extended last year?
That's what I'm saying. Like I think y'all might,
so.
y'all then just might be in more questionable
No,
than.
I mean, last year went to Super Bowl. This year they sucked, and it was coaching. I don't care about players getting injured.
A little bit of both.
Huh?
A little bit more than just coaching.
Yes, but more coaching than anything else.
Okay.
To me, anyway. You don't come out the gate being 10-1 and then being 11-6. Like that last 7-game stretch was terrible. And he definitely lost the locker room.
He got a 5-year contract through
Definitely
2025.
Chris,
Yeah, so like, how do you rebuild that?
I feel like they're gonna play out his contract.
Yeah.
Chris,
You think?
I do. I do.
I mean, I think this. I mean,
Get to a Super Bowl. I
You're right.
don't think they're gonna just.
thing is, I mean, I just think he made a bad choice of coordinators. I would try to give young coaches opportunities.
Mike McCarthy did the same thing.
You're right.
I'm
And
not putting that all on them though,
who?
on the coordinators.
I am. I am personally. And as the head coach,
Wait,
and as
you putting all 7 games on the coordinators?
who the last
7. You putting them on the coordinators?
and the head coach. Yeah, I am. Hell yeah.
I'm just repeating what he said.
Yes, I am.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I think that's wild to think that the coordinator is responsible for losing 7 games.
Oh, the players too.
The players will tell you that the coach is their fault. Like AJ Brown said, that's not the coaches. That's us.
AJ Wood said is the freaking back the coach, but the coordinators put him in the position. They call stupid plays and defense is plays stupid. What are you talking about? You call that. You put us in a position. And none of it was good.
So AJ wasn't fumbling. Devontae wasn't fumbling. Like
Devontae wasn't
600 screen plays.
You talking about, yeah. Like, we're not talking. I'm blaming the coordinators.
It's very
All
simple.
right.
Like, very simple.
But the thing is,
0 yards.
I'm talking about-
You're 0 yard average.
but the thing is, that was all season though. This ain't like I just said last 7 games. I'm saying this is game 1.
You was.
So,
You was.
but I mean, I think it'd be different. I mean, because the new personnel next year, we still gonna be talented, but we got to show that defense up. So, at the end of the day, if you got the players,
I think
I don't know what's
Caveat,
going.
just off what you just said, and because I was watching NFL this year, I feel like I saw a lot of screen,
I
right?
was watching this for the shit.
No, yeah, we was all watching. Yeah,
It's
what's the like? The analytics got to say the screens don't work in the NFL no more.
Screens
Right?
do work.
It depends. You
But
got,
like,
Screens work.
against the blitz, statistically, they've got to work far less.
All Buffalo
than
did was
they do.
screens yesterday.
Like it's just fucking like it boggles my mind how like often it doesn't work and how often it's called in situations where like you're desperate for yardage. Like I don't know. Like the analysts got to say that it's like we shouldn't call these that much. Like it's got to be something. I don't know.
Especially
That's just my thought.
600. I'm just sorry.
It's just-
you can't tell me.
It just
600.
sometimes like it just seems like it's a little over the top in the NFL, and they come in periods where I'm like, why the fuck would we do this?
All right.
Yeah, you know.
Anybody want to say anything before we close this thing up?
Hey man, it's good to have a full house here. You know,
I hope Don comes back.
glad everybody's here. Don, my favorite producer, he definitely got slow motion in his fucking brain waves. but it's my guy. Keep coming back. Keep on keeping on, my guy.
Don's definitely entertaining.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if y'all the viewers think
He
it's
makes me
hilarious.
chuckle.
I laugh off show. The Don.
Yeah, he goes with those Dr. Derek Johnson.
Yeah, go
It's
Cowboys.
a nice tie.
Go Cowboys.
It's a nice sweater.
Thank you. This came from work. I realized I've been wearing my tie since 7 a.m.
Onward and upward, man.
You wear a tie every day?
Every day. Well,
Yeah,
not
that
every day.
shit sucks.
No, not every day.
I would never do that.
I actually like wearing a tie.
No, I didn't say like me. I don't.
Ties.
I hate wearing ties.
Onward and upward, man. Go
Corporate
Niners.
noose.
Yo, that was so disrespectful.
Facts.
dog.
Facts.
Not a corporate news.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Chris closing thoughts.
I wore
Close
this
us out,
out
baby.
today.
man, I was supposed to see some entertaining.
What the B had?
entertainers weekend. And B had 70 tonight. Cat is at 55 right now. So I guess NBA say, hey, playoffs, we got something for you in NFL.
Thank everybody for listening. Wings Whiskey Sports. Catch us next
Yo,
Monday.
shout out to Bullet, dog.